You can do that. You don't need to care about that.
Oh, I know. It's going good.
Oh, already middle of the night.
Yeah. She takes a drink. She smiles and waves at the camera.
Your local save data? Which one?
Local. Always go with local.
Use local.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She smiles and waves at the camera.
Practice chapter 6.ここか。
Drink. She smiles and waves at the camera.
Alright. I gotta find a new item. Try.
She smiles and waves at the camera. She smiles and waves at the camera.
Det sendte kunne eiderdumer, det første bruddet til vår fluffy furkutbuk. Hun vever det hoppetropper, til det jibbegripper.
I don't know what it is. Oh, what's that?
You don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
She doesn't know what it is.
Oh, scary.ちょっとやっぱ臨場感出しちゃおうかな。レコーディングするときに言ってね。
Sure.
ちょっと音楽つけちゃおうかな。
I forgot to include a very important step.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's not your fault. I just got a little bit more work to do on this thing. That's all.
I don't want to bother
She
you.
takes a drink. She smiles and waves at the camera.
Oh, I want to find something. Oh, enemies. What's that? What's that? Okay, let's try. Try to find a new item. No. I really like this game. Nothing around here. Alright. I know. No, I didn't know. Oh. Shit. Gosh. I hate this enemy. Abuse me.
Hey everyone, my name is Dominic, and I'll be showing you how to make your videos and video podcasts accessible to the blind and visually impaired. We'll be using iMovie, which came with your Mac, and Tumblr, which is free software. The link to which I will include in this video. First, let me show you the clip that we'll be working with.
Ooh.
Now, if you were a blind person, it might have been a little bit difficult to tell exactly what was going on in that video.
What is that? I think I found a new item.
But without interrupting the content. This brings us to step 1. Write a script describing what's going on in your video.
Oh, disappear. Oh, that's weird.
The link to which I will include at the end of this video. First, let me
Oh gosh. ここにあったはずなのに。Oh, I dropped it? That's sad. Aww. Wow. Did I drop? あー、ここにアイテムがなんかあったのにな。I'll try it again from the start. Prepare. This out.
How to make your videos and video podcasts accessible to the blind and visually impaired. We'll be using iMovie, which came with your Mac, and Tumblr, which is free software. Let me show you the clip that we'll be working with in this video.
Huh?
Very magic. Much more. System. Wow.
That's a joke.
Alright.
Yeah, there's a funny dog that talks like that.
Accessible to the blind and visually impaired. We'll be using iMovie, which came with your Mac, and Tumblr, which is free software, the link to which I will include at the end of this video. First, let me show First, let me show you the clip that we'll be working with. The link to which I will include in this video. First, let me show you the which came with your Mac, and Tumblr, which is free software. The link to which I will include in this video. show you the clip that we'll be working with. This is 3 times 23
Oh.
Backer.
3 software, 3 items. First, let me show you the clip that we'll be working with.
Oh my gosh.
Now, if you were going to
Milk die.
but without
I'm so weak.
write a script describing what's going on in your video. You can do this on paper, or you can do this on pages, or notepad, or anything you like, as long as you can read it comfortably later. Now, I usually watch the video and type as I'm watching. This is a short script. I was able to type it in minutes. You may want to watch the video, type it out, and what kind of video that you include the details that you want to include in the description. Step 2. Record the software with a script. Now you can use whatever software you like for this. I use QuickTime because it came installed on my Mac, but you can use basically anything that will leave you with an audio file. Now, I'm going to use record the entire script in one long uninterrupted recording slide, or you can break it into parts. Since this one is short, I'm going to just keep on doing
Oh, that's mean.
when I write the entire script. I'm going to just keep on doing and then stop.
Ooh.
Since this one is short, I'm going to just keep on reading and then stop the recording when I've read the entire script. You see a girl sitting in front of a white background. She's holding a glass of water. She takes a drink. She smiles and waves at the camera. Takes the drink. She smiles and waves at the camera. Drink. She smiles and waves at the camera.
Ooh. Yeah, you made her.
Good.
Nothing more in here. Nothing. Ah! Ha!
Return up.
I fall down. You working on it?
Yeah.
Oh, darn. I couldn't find anything.
Harris newer. De saltkräker plaskar mest till det korpus. Det krycker på det salter. Jäva, vid det vanlöst.
Something coming. Oh, I'm so weak. Maybe just roll? No, one shot and die.
Could be the armor.
Oh, shit. Hey!
My video!
Don't watch.
No, they unbanned it! I'm calling real quick. What do I do with my cat video? I don't want to get in trouble. I can't believe it.
Shit. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
Hey Ryan. I can't hear you. Hold on. Maybe it's my end. I've been tweaking my sound a lot. Hold on. Okay, speak to me. Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear
Yeah.
you. Dude, they unbanned my pixie stick video.
Yeah, somebody was just being a douche and you totally managed to get some real person's attention.
What am I supposed to do? I'm afraid to touch it.
My suggestion would be download it and then remove it.
Yeah, it's probably the best idea. That sucks because it's my highest viewed video.
Wait. And then what you also should do is put it right back up with a new goddamn title.
Oh, yeah, let me change the title right now, actually.
Why don't you can leave it up there, just change the title, okay?
Okay, that's a good idea. I love my cat.
That's probably enough.
Oh
Why not just cat? You know, cute cat plays with pixie stick.
Okay. Cute cat plays with pixie
Oh.
stick.
No.
Empty pixie stick.
Isn't that what he's doing?
Well, I'm kind of tapping him on the head with it, and he's kind of like lazily moving his head back, like he doesn't want. I'm like, he's free to go at any time. The thing is empty, and he's kind of lazily chomping at it, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't leave, and he doesn't get. He doesn't violently. Like, he doesn't come back. He just kind of takes it for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is there something going on that made you want to do that to your cat?
I'm just fucking with him. He was annoying the shit out of me. He's crawling all over my laptop, so I'm just donk, 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 donk. Like, you can go at any time, you know, and he doesn't. He just sits there and kind of lazily chomps on it.
No.
I should take it down. But I'm in good standing, so even if it got banned again, then I just let it go. If I don't appeal it or do anything, should be fine. All I want to do is monetize it.
Right.
Because it's got 3,700 fucking views on it. Why can't I monetize it? Why can't I monetize it?
It's a legacy video.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
That 3,700 came after several years of whatever, right?
Yes.
I have a video with 10,000 hits, and I don't think I can monetize it.
You have a 10,000 hit video? What is it?
Some shit I filmed while they were filming Transformers.
Oh, I remember that video. That got 10,000 hits? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was published January 18, 2007. So soon to be 9 years ago.
Okay.
Why wouldn't they be able to
I know.
monetize it? Is there
Actually-
music? Is there a copyright problem? I don't see anything.
Yeah. It says there's a copyright problem?
No.
Oh.
If you do have a copyright problem, though, it will say that there's a copyright problem, but this doesn't say that. If I can't monetize it, I'll just fucking remove it.
Okay.
I don't need the views. So I decided to make a. So I took your advice. I went on Reddit and I commented in a blind forum about my podcast, and I basically said, hey, I'm making mine accessible, video podcast accessible to blind, and you should too. And I explained how I did it. And I said it was surprisingly easy, and I just did it like this. And then I said, my shameless plug, here's my podcast. And I linked it. And I said, if linking it is against policy, then remove it, or tell me and I'll remove it. I just thought for the heck of it if somebody was interested. So I got like one or two replies of dude who's like, well, it's not really my cup of tea, but we don't have any problem with promotion, so promote away. Heck, we have so little content that you probably wouldn't even get in trouble for announcing every time you added an accessible episode, which I'm not going to do. But, and they said you should, I said, I'm willing to answer any questions you guys have on how to do it. I mean, I'm no pro, but my buddy of mine kind of showed me the ropes, and I feel like it was easier than I thought, and I just feel like half the battle is just making sure people know that it's an option.
Yep.
And I said I could even do a tutorial if it was, if there was demand. And someone said, please do a tutorial. And I was like, okay. So I made a tutorial. Well, I'm working on it. It's a pain in the ass because I'm actually recording the voiceover the way we do voiceover. Like I'm recording the track separate and laying it on top of the video.
Yeah.
I had Kuniko do a video where it's just a 10-second video of her sitting on the bed, and like she's silently like takes a drink of water, and then she says hello, and then she smiles and waves. So the video is just her saying hello, and I explain like if you're a blind person, you don't know what's happening in this video. And so the trick is we want to add description, but we don't want to, we want to add enough to keep everyone on the same page, but we don't want to interrupt the content. And then I'm giving steps, like, so step one, type out what's happening in your video. And I explain what I've come to learn about typing out the descriptions. Right. And so I show myself typing it out in Pages. I screen recorded, me typing it out. And I said, you don't have to use Pages, you can do whatever you want. You can use pen and paper for all I care, as long as you're comfortable reading it later. And so then we move on to step two, which is recording yourself reading the script. And I said, I just use QuickTime. but you can use whatever you want. And then I show a screen. I read it out, and then I show a screen cap of me dragging the recording into my iMovie project, and you know, etc. So I'm currently in that section of the video. It's a pretty cool tutorial, I think.
That is cool.
I think it's pretty friggin' obvious, though. It's almost like everybody should already know this, but I feel like some people just don't know it, so why
I
not?
think most people have not a clue.
But it's so easy. Like, if I can learn it, then anybody can do it. So I feel
Right.
like... So I'll put out the tutorial, throw it on my YouTube channel.
Oh,
And,
by the way,
yeah,
I might want to call it audio description tutorial.
sure. I mean, it's not uploaded yet, so I don't have a name. Right now, the title in the video itself just says how to make your videos accessible to the blind. I can change that literally right now.
Well, yeah, I was going to say how to, well, you can say how to, how to make your, how to make your videos accessible to the blind, adding audio description.
Ah, okay. So by adding audio description.
Yep. Oh, and by the way,
Uh huh.
you know what's really great?
I don't. Oh, Pixar Studios.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I bet. Looked awesome. Your cover picture is to die for. That thing is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Could you go
that
such?
was-
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
That was like one of those things where it was outside and I'm like, oh, it's nighttime. I don't know if this is going to work. And my coworker James is like, oh shit, this is going to actually be really great.
I'm so happy for you. Did they recognize you? Like, did they know who you were?
Oh yeah, everybody figured that out pretty quick. Especially the ones where I had, the ones that were writing the software, they didn't know my name. They only knew
Oh,
this shit ton of,
die.
they only knew me from the shit ton of bugs I sent them. They were never actually given my name. So it's probably
You had to
never
tell them who
write
you
it
were,
down.
right?
Huh?
You told them who you were, though, right?
Oh god, yeah. I was like, no, this is what I do. This is what I work for. You know, I was like, I'm not anymore. I'm not. One of the things after this experience, I'm gonna make clear is, do not anonymize me. It really does fuck things up.
Yeah.
Cut it out with that shit. If I want to filter somebody out, I'll just ignore them.
Yeah, totally.
Like if there's somebody who starts doing things like emailing me like directly at my work email, saying things like, "Hey, is there any chance you could help us with this other thing that's completely unrelated, but we know you're at Apple, and so maybe you would be able to know." It's like, no, I'm messing with that game. That's not how that works.
Sure.
It's more like, or if they keep asking me, a million questions about the same thing, it's like, well, actually the same thing matters to me, so yes, in this case it would actually make a huge difference. So it's like, yeah, I think a lot of people feel bothered by that kind of thing, but it's like, I would set it aside and spend my weekend time answering important questions that people have. I don't care.
Nice of you.
That's the thing, I think most people just get bent out of shape about that. And it's like, no, damn it, I want better audio descriptions and cool stuff. And if Pixar's willing to do cool shit and awesome stuff, then fine. Yeah, in this case, the app is pretty damn cool. You basically just have it, you choose the movie you're going to watch, or the movie that's about to start in the theater, and you hit, you find it in their list of all the movies they've ever made. It's easier to search. And you bring it up and it says, sync audio description. You tap that button, it starts listening. And based on the signature, kind of like using Shazam, it syncs the descriptive audio.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
Yep, and so of course it's just one big long audio file, right? But it's properly indexed and everything, and so they just, figure out where in the movie did we pick up this signature?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, where in the audio description file shall we start playing then? Let's go ahead and play it at that point. And they even account for all the proper things, like, we've been analyzing for this much time, so we need to start playback at this, exact time and that sort of thing. So it does it the right way. It's really cool. And I think additionally, I was talking to the producer for The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah.
and he's a producer on The Good Dinosaur, Inside Out, a bunch of other stuff. And he basically explained. Now this is gonna blow your mind. He explained why he is so passionate about audio description.
Oh, what was the answer?
He was sitting in the same theater we were viewing the movie, and he, like, apparently it was years ago when they did Cars, like 10 years ago. And he was supposed, his wife was bringing their kid over to the hospital because they couldn't figure out after a few months why the kid wasn't really looking at him.
Oh,
yeah.
That's really lovely.
And then they found out that their daughter had ocular albinism.
No kidding. What a thing to have, of all the things they could have found.
Yeah, and even crazier is the fact that he said he was sitting dailies when he got the text, and then he started thinking
Sitting
about
dailies?
that.
What does that mean?
Like he was in dailies for Cars, so like that's the thing where they're like, hey, we rendered this new thing today, and here's the scene, and what do we all think of it? So, he's sitting in the theater and everybody's going, oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, look at that. And he's going, yeah, how's my daughter going to look at that? What do we do about that? And so...
It sucks that somebody has to have, like, something terrible has to happen to someone before people will start thinking about it.
Here's the thing, right? But the whole movie Inside Out was based on the director's experience of realizing his daughters as they grow up are totally different people.
Right. Yeah.
So it's sort of like Pixar bases a lot of what they do off of their people's personal lives.
Well, I love Pixar, and seeing you in that picture was awesome. I was very excited about it.
But here's the cool part. They're going to go back and do the audio descriptions. They already have them for most of their movies. There's a handful of gaps, but that's not many, because over the years, Disney's done things like re-release films in the theaters, and therefore they have an audio description track, or they released a Blu-ray, and therefore they have the audio description track.
Right.
There are some things that they don't have it for, but what they're doing is they're going back, they're remastering the audio description tracks to use as this app, and the idea eventually is going to be that you're going to go to the theater, or you just bought a digital download or whatever it is, and you're playing it on your Apple TV or whatever other thing it is, and you just use your phone to go ahead and sync up the audio description to it. Ready to go. That's it.
That's awesome.
Their plan is to do their whole fucking catalog.
Good. I hope they really do it.
And their ambitious goal is to have the major stuff done by May, which is crazy ambitious. Like, they're not going to launch this app till May. But at this point, they also said they're not keeping it a secret that this is what they're doing. They said it's okay to talk about it and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's no secret. They're just saying, look, we're doing this, and this is going to take time. Full disclosure, the reason why we're waiting is because we want to have a full catalog of shit to give you all when it's ready, right? So
nice.
Yeah, and it's very cool. So far I'm very impressed with what they've been able to do. The only thing that they do need to still do is there are some fundamental flaws I found that they have to consider. One of them I haven't told them about yet because I'm on the fence about whether this is a good or bad thing, but it is huge. I tried an experiment yesterday where I started the generic Disney movie logo at the beginning.
Yeah.
Found it on YouTube and played it, and had the app sync off of that. And since I had chosen The Good Dinosaur, and chosen, shows off The Good Dinosaur, shows sync, right? It synced The Good Dinosaur description to the generic logo, because The Good Dinosaur starts off with their generic opening. And so they have two choices in there. They have dry audio description and, full description with movie soundtrack. And so I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I can just sit here on the bus now and like listen to the Good Dinosaur on my way to work.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a bug. That's not supposed to happen. Especially considering that the movie is still in theaters.
You should probably tell them.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if it comes up in conversation.
Ryan, why do you think I... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
They said they're probably going to continue to work with me much more directly on trying to, iron out bugs and things like that. And I said, yeah, whatever happens at work, that's one thing, but I'm happy to do this when I'm not. So...
That's so cool, dude.
Seriously, man. They're like totally chill. Oh man, my favorite little feature of their theater. So first off, went in their theater and went, okay, clearly these guys work with Apple way more than you would think, because the seating in the theater is actually the Apple designed theater seating. So it's really kind of interesting. It's like, hey, wait a minute, I recognize this design because this is the design of the theater at all the Apple stores, like as far as the seating goes. I was like, okay, same furniture. Clearly Steve must have let them borrow it. Of course, we were in the Steve Jobs theater, so that makes sense. And yeah, in the Steve Jobs building. So.
What, did he donate or something?
No, he was their CEO.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was Apple. He was dual CEO, man. He was Apple CEO and Pixar CEO simultaneously.
How did that dude have a life outside of work?
Backer.
No.
Didn't, you mean?
I don't think he did.
I don't see how you would.
Dude, when he was still around and he was still battling cancer,
yeah,
I'd find him in the cafeteria, like, at night with his family.
That's not good. Oh, with his family. Well, I guess that's good.
Yeah, like they'd come over and eat at Cafe Mac.
That's crazy, man.
And then he'd go back to work. So it's like, oh, dude, that guy just worked his ass off. And anyway, in their theater, before the movie, like, when everybody's like, okay, we're gonna start the film, the theater lights all fade out, and this is where you know that you're at a Disney/Pixar theater and not just any old place.
Yeah.
Because the whole place fills visually with a star field, ceiling and all.
That's neat.
And there's crickets in there. They've got their 100-channel Dolby Atmos system in there, and they've got now like crickets all around you, as if you're kind of sitting outside under the stars. And they use this moment to allow your eyes to adjust to the dark, and then they start the film.
Jeez.
It's kind of cool. So like, it's just this neat effect, right? But that's how they kick off all their film stuff in there with their projector. It's actually like, hard animated into the play button. So.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay. Oh, their lobby had all kinds of cool stuff. I only put up a few photos, but like, they had life-size Jack Hughes of The Incredibles and a gigantic Woody and Buzz made out of Legos.
Neat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, this is kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, that place was very cool. And the people were really nice, too.
Aw, dude, that sounds awesome.
Yep.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, die.
Kunigo's getting her butt kicked.
Oh, what should I do?
Yeah, I just think it's kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like the stuff I tend to post on Facebook is really only the stuff that, like...
You barely post on Facebook.
Right, but when I do, it's not going to suck. It's going to be something I actually give a shit about.
Well, I noticed you... I like reading your posts.
No, what's happening?
Yeah, it's a bit longer. But I tried to summarize the adventures, like, as short as I could, considering that most people won't read long posts on Facebook. And I didn't tweet about it because Twitter also, there's no way I could have jammed what actually happened there in 140 characters. Oh, I'm sorry, they raised the limit, 144.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they got rid of the, there was 4, I don't know why they allowed the 4 more, but, yeah, so it's now 144. Apparently it's because they still wanted to fit into, text.
Huh.
Apparently a lot of people use Twitter in, like, developing countries, and Twitter is the internet for them.
How does that even work? Oh, you're saying they just text to each other that way?
Yeah, or if they want to get, like, news, they get it as a text. You know, so they subscribe to different, you know, basically everything for the internet for them is a feed. You know?
Yeah, I got
it.
it.
They just subscribe to these different feeds. But there were 4 buffer characters that used to be used for some older meta information for text that not a single carrier in the world continues to use. And so those characters they were able to kind of keep giving back.
Ooh.
But I don't know why they keep doing the port. I guess the side benefit of remaining 140 whatever characters is...
You got 14 views, by the way.
Oh, really?
Huh?
No, she's about to quit playing her game, and I told her she had 14 people watch her.
Oh, wow.
As she was playing.
That's pretty cool.
She's only played for like 20 minutes.
Oh.
I'm not good at it.
Yeah, I don't know if you... Did you see my Meerkat thing I did?
No, you did a Meerkat thing? I didn't even get an announcement.
Oh. I was at the club, and I did a Meerkat thing of...
oh, from the club? No, you were talking about a few days ago then.
Yeah, like
I
on Wednesday.
didn't see it. But
okay, it's in my library.